Hello guys, this is Mario, red strategist and founder of ManuFracture. And today, a bit under the weather a bit today, but today on Ambitions of an Agency, I'm in a different mindset. So, I've talked about on this channel before about, you have to I think I never talked about this, have I? But I think it's something that has been a constant at the moment in my life now, which is invest in yourself. Invest in exactly what you want to get out of your life. And what does that mean? Well, it means leveraging money when you don't have the money to actually, do pay in the moment, like, right? So taking a line of credit out, loans, whatever, but using it for the very reason to leverage to get to that next level. And very few people confuse that with wasteful spending. If you waste it on something like a concert ticket or like a pair of shoes that, Air Jordans or whatever, when you don't need them, you create bad credit. That becomes a liability over time. People buy fancy cars when they don't have the money. That's a liability. That's bad credit. Whereas good credit is when you leverage that credit and you leverage all that money to get to the point where you can make a return on your investment and make that money back, right? And that's a very important thing to notice in that, right? You cannot be scared of that, right? And it may seem like a risk at first. I know, I thought like that. I thought like credit is a risk, but it's not. It's actually really important when growing a business. It's something that you can use to get to the next level. And I've been going through my things and reverse engineering as to how I build my system and build my agency, to a point where it starts systematizing itself, right? So, point being, most of my time with doing freelance work is been on and off, right? The clients trickle in and they trickle out. There are moments of great growth, and then there's periods of great just droughts of clients, no clients whatsoever. And so you get into this sort of roller coaster of income, and that doesn't help anyone, right? So this type of stuff is incredibly important because you have to understand that you're not going to grow and you're not going to get past the freelancer stage by doing the same things you've always done beforehand, which is the freelancer stage is to go out, do meetups, get clients, whatever it may be, and talk to them and, just play this game of guess and go and lottery. It's basically a lottery, right? A lot of creatives are getting, shafted by industry professionals and college professors who say this type of stuff and say, oh, just go out, it'll be fine. You'll get in your network, you get a line of work, whatever, all this garbage stuff. And what I'm learning by investing in myself and investing in mentors, people who are teaching me, the people who I want to be like, the people I want who have owned successful agencies and are teaching me because I'm investing in that type of knowledge. It's not like I'm waiting for these people to serve my fucking agency on a silver platter, but it's more like I want them to, show me what is the direction, or adjust my aim just a tad bit. And that's probably the one thing that is missing in every gosh damn freelancer and person who, designer who's trying to make a living out there, is that their aim is all wrong. It's always been wrong from the very beginning. Portfolio, shit. Have a website, shit. What else? Get a job, shit. Compete on Fiverr, shit. All this stupid advice, niche down, shit. Like, all this stuff is, a conglomeration of crap that has been accumulated in our industry. And it's just a conglomeration of bad advice, I would say. And to find the right advice is hard to find. And so I'm in this state of mind now because I'm learning all this type of stuff now about how there is a better way to package my services, and there's a better way to do this thing, this design service, but also in the moment also help business owners. So, you know, I can have my creative cake and eat it too. Like, I can design work, and I can also, you know, but I also help business owners as well, right? So that's the main thing here. So getting back to the whole line of credit thing, it's a risk. It's a risk. It's always a risk. And knowing when I signed up with my mentors and, you know, the money I've invested into so many mentors, about $6,000 in total, you know, is just taught me a lot about also money, like how do you feel when you purchase a high item sort of, package or program or whatever, you know, it takes, or a mentorship, whatever it may be, you know, it takes a lot of mental energy in your own mind to think about something like that and say, you know what, I'm just, you know, it's hard, but I have to make that jump. I have to really push myself and invest that much into myself so that, you know, it's like a push, right? Because I've invested so much money, I want to see my ROI, so I work so hard to find that out. ROI, return on investment. You know, I work so hard to figure that out, and I've been doing that, and it's been so good that I've been like figuring out and changing that aim, because there's so many different ways to do it, and it can take you massive amounts of time. You know, I'm really practical in that sense, right? I'm really practical in that sense, because you cannot, for the life of you, you know, you have time. If you're young, you know, you may have time. You may have like a lot of time, right? But, you know, I see very practical. As a human being in general, you don't have time. You know, as a human being in general, you don't have time. So, you know, it's not about urgency now, perhaps, but urgency 10 or 20 years from now, you know? And it's not about getting to success fast. It's about, you know, pushing it in the right direction, right? I haven't achieved what I set out to do yet with Ambitions of an Agency or with the agency in general. But I've been taking and learning the knowledge that in the next few weeks, I am assured that I'm going to start making some sales. I'm assured. I'm confident in that. And so, yeah, there's a lot of problems with that, because people will tell you that taking risks and, you know, taking, you know, this credit risk and leveraging all your, you know, your money and your loans to make something like this happen is complete bullshit. But it's not. It's not. Because there's a whole different side of that. There's, you know, the fact that you're using it to get to another place. You're not going to have the money to spend. You're not going to spend $5,000 when you have 5,000. It's just not right. You're not going to, because there's not such a great need, you know, to spend that much money. Just the same as you're not going to spend 10,000 when you're going to get $10,000, right? Because it's all based on emotion. You want to get to that certain place, and because you don't have 5,000 or 10,000 now, you know, you understand that there's a gap in your knowledge. And the only way to bridge that gap and to get to that point is to invest in yourself and do the hard work and put yourself in the right direction to success. And the right direction is, of course, subjective to everybody and anybody in this place. So, you know, people will tell you it's a bunch of risk, and you know, it's foolhardy and stupid. You know, you may even have accountants telling you you're crazy. You know, you're crazy, but don't listen to them. Don't listen to any of those people, because it's all about ROI, return on investment. If you can get a return on investment, and that only happens with you. You can only make that return on investment happen. If you can't make that return on investment happen, that's on you, and you wasted your credit. But if you can make that return on investment happen, you can make something out of yourself. You can actually build something. And this is a problem in the design industry as a whole. And I can't believe been blinded for so long, which is weird. It's not a good thing to feel like, you know, it's not that you were tricked. It's more like mass ignorance is the norm. There always will be people who say things, and there will be a group mentality, and you might be in the group mentality and don't even know about it. So I don't know, take that for what it's worth. That was a rant, or perhaps even, I don't know, but I just wanted to say that because it's something I'm learning in this process as I'm getting better and understanding better what I'm actually doing for my clients and what I'm actually providing, you know, as a designer. So I hope you like this, you know, not late, it's 9 a.m. here, and so just wanted to, because I've been up all night working on work and whatnot, but yeah, just wanted to say something like that, because I don't know, it might resonate with you, might not, but yeah. So if you want more videos like this, subscribe, you know, turn on notifications, you know all the stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye.